Hey, David.
Hey.
You're on the internet.
On the internet, holy cow. Hi, I'm David Leonard. Welcome to Family RPG, where right now we're not playing an RPG, we're playing the NES Classic, which was recently re-released. Nintendo really knows how to properly stock their supplies of popular items to the point where no one can get their hands on it for a couple years.
Whoa, sarcasm.
Yeah, it's great. But I had bought late last year Super Nintendo Classic, this little guy, and what we're playing right now, the NES Classic. I already picked up the warp whistle on this, but yeah, I'm just having a little fun. I actually, I think better at Mario 3 than the other two games. I actually stand a chance at not embarrassing myself.
That's what you say right before embarrassing myself.
Yes, that's how it happens, you know. That is how it happens. So when I bought the NES Classic, there were no extra controllers available, but fortunately, if you have the SNES Classic or other Wii attachments, the Wii Classic controller, and other ones that attach to the bottom of the Wii remotes, they all work the same way. They're all recognized the same way. So that is good. That will work. This will not go so well. Oh, don't let him run. Don't let him jump. Ah!
Hey, David.
I didn't jump. He jumped and I let him jump, and it's fine. You know what? Because I have a warp whistle, and I'm just gonna say I don't like this map. So I'm just gonna move on. Go to, yeah, World 7. How about that? Yeah. I'm just gonna skip. It's more fun that way. Although there's one thing about the Wizard movie I've always found so frustrating is that no one had seen anything of this game before the Wizard movie came out. It was pretty much a commercial for this game. And he already knew where this warp whistle was, and I don't know why I did that. I knew it was going to take me back down. Oh, waiting. Jumping.
Anyways.
Yeah, and he knew right off the bat where the warp whistle is, already on level 5, and all the descriptions and stuff of the announcer that were, you know, how could he possibly make this many points, and none of the dialogue really made any sense, but when you're a glorified commercial. Okay, got stuff. Oh, that was lucky. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's a liar. There we go. Hopefully some mushroom somewhere. Wait. And nuts. You know, I was doing fine before we actually started streaming. I was like kicking butt left and right. So what we're going to do now is move on to a different game.
Now that we're here.
Now that we're here, yes, and I can save it, and just continue right where I was stopping. So, see the list of games, get Tecmo Bowl, Legend of Zelda 1 and 2, Balloon Fight, Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 1 and 2. Funny thing about when we were growing up with our original NES, we had Zelda 2 and Castlevania 2, which are arguably some of the worst games in their respective franchises. I kept playing Zelda games. I did not keep playing Castlevania games. It's like, this game is so bad, I'm not going to check out what the other ones are like. Yeah. So, which game would you like to do? I think Double Dragon. Yeah, Double Dragon is here if you want to.
Sight Bite.
Yeah,
that's
Sight Bite.
one player.
It is.
Looks like Galaga was on there.
Yeah, Galaga and Ghouls and Ghosts, Gradius, Quest Climber, original Mario Brothers. That's 2 players simultaneous. So. Let's see. Here. Who wants to join along?
I'm horrible at Mario.
Alright.
I know that one for a fact.
Alright. I think most of the other ones are like pass and play, so they're not actually required 2 controllers because you're not playing simultaneously. Maybe Double Dragon. In this case, Double Dragon 2. She play. Yeah. 19XX. Violence ruled the streets of New York City after the nuclear war. The crime syndicates growing bigger every year. 2 young men were brave enough to challenge them. Their names were Billy and Jimmy Lee. People called them the Double Dragons, and yet the Dragons had one terrible enemy to fight against them, the destiny of the fate of the Double Dragons. One day, Shadow Warriors attacked the city, and Billy's girlfriend, Marion, was killed. Oh, no!
Here goes.
The Double Dragons swore to avenge her death. Let's go, Double Dragons, Mission 1, into the turf. So you kick forward and punch backwards, or kick backward and punch forward. Okay, yeah. Let's see how long we survive in this madness.
They also took the original Mario and Luigi style of character creation. They look identical, just with different colored clothes.
Well, in the original arcade game, they were different characters. It's just a matter of the NES probably could do it, but they just didn't put in the extra effort.
Well, as we're learning more and more about games, you're limited by the number of sprites you have.
Oh, yes. If anyone's been following the NES Maker Kickstarter, they've had special software that lets anybody, even if you don't understand coding, design your own NES games, which I pledge to and hope to be able to take advantage of.
I'd like to note we now have Commander Root, Electrical Skateboard, Swamp Thing 5121, and Van Wagner.
A lot of familiar names. Alright. Let's get a weapon. Here we go. Alright. Okay.
Indeed, Swamp Thing, we love these systems too. This is
Okay,
our
jump,
childhood.
Jump. There we go.
Miniaturized.
Yes. And there are ways of adding extra games, which Nintendo would not like because it's Nintendo. But considering that they charge like $5 a piece on the Virtual Console for each of these NES games, and the whole system here costs $60, you're getting way more games than their initial purchase price. And if you're trying to find original cartridges for each of these, that's going to cost even more, let alone original hardware. Personally, I haven't really played much of the Double Dragon series, or Final Fight, or Streets of Rage, or any other game similar to it. They're all just run to a room and beat up a bunch of people, then run to the next place and beat up a bunch of people. It's
So like Dungeons & Dragons.
Yes. At least Dungeons & Dragons have puzzles and items and quests to solve, whereas this is literally just
Mash buttons.
And most of these other games, like the initial story is your girlfriend was kidnapped, and why are 2 guys fighting for the same girl? I don't know.
Well, they're siblings. I mean, there's one guy's.
Yeah, and it ends up just being whoever
I gotta help you.
whoever gets the final punch on the last boss is the one that gets the girl. And since these guys look so similar, it doesn't really matter anyways. All right, finally beat him. Okay.
I see a D&D game, that helmet that landed there, instead of disappearing, you would be able to take that and use it
You're
for your
escaping in that chopper. You'll never make it. You have to press both buttons to jump.
Yep.
So yeah, it's the NES, as simple as it was, for certain games, it just, supposed to drop down.
You have to go down, but...
You have to drop down, but
All
not
the
too
time.
far.
Oh,
You have to
yeah.
drop down that. That's a ladder.
Oh!
That is a ladder. I did not know.
That doesn't look like a ladder.
It does not look like a ladder, but hey, that's NES graphics for you.
It's a pipe.
That's a pipe. And they just lost our lives, not because of fighting enemies, but by jumping to our deaths.
Repeatedly.
Yes. So much fun.
Because you thought it was a game mechanic.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yes. I love
Okay,
punching
that's-
helicopters.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I guess we're supposed to, like, okay, wait for it, duck around or something. Let's
Oh, grenade.
act. Well, I mean, if you're like Captain America, Steve Rogers, he can hold a helicopter in place with his bare hands, but you know,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, Swamp Thing, Dungeons & Classics, a very good role-playing game. Very depressing if you actually invest your interest your characters because they will die soon.
Like Curse of Strahd, where everyone dies over and over again because you just don't have enough people to make it work.
Yeah, but there you have to do it one at a time.
Yeah, true.
In Ninja Pro Classics, you
Everyone
risk it
dies.
4 at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
You have entire families die at once.
Oh, yeah. That is true. But as far as video game D&D games go, we recently picked up Advanced D&D Pool of Radiance on the NES. It's a port of the Gold Box PC game that uses 2nd edition rules, so Thaco and all that fun stuff.
I miss Thaco.
I've seen the tables. I don't think I do.
It's not complicated.
A couple of the other Gold Box games were ported over as well, but hold it, you'll never escape from us, Grasp. The chopper escapes into the neon-filled night. Battle in the chopper.
Neon-filled night?
Yes, apparently.
There's neon gay atmosphere? That's not
Oh, you went out. Yeah, that's
That
depressurized.
happens.
Yeah, depressurized. It opens the door there. And yep, you'll just start slipping away. That's kind of impractical. Like, oh, by the way, this door will just randomly open and suck you out.
Don't be
Like that.
don't be close to the door.
Don't get close to the door. That's right. Okay, there we go. Pick up the thing. Oh, hit the boss. Why can't any of them fall out? Yeah, just knock them towards the door. That way when it opens up, it sucks them out. Or just keep popping out the same guy over and over again. Yeah, how many people does it, planes or at least helicopters?
What's the name of the guy that he looks like?
Dead.
One Hispanic guy with an Arnold up face.
Oh,
He always plays the...
Danny Trejo? I think that's his name. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're a bunch of... The chopper's landing on a mysterious island, undersea base. I know for many of these games, the resurgence of game music, you can actually buy their soundtracks on vinyl because people are that obsessed about the music of an 8-bit game. Which, some of them, you talk about Mario, Legend of Zelda stuff, those are classic legendary soundtracks that have carried on for decades in orchestral remixes and so on and so forth.
Died.
I died, yeah, and you're on your last life as well. So we'll see how long this lasts.
Well,
or just jump to your death because you just gave up.
It wasn't intentional.
No.
That's
It was like, I can't go on without my brother.
Obviously. You want to try it?
You want to do Mario and Luigi?
We do Mario and Luigi. Here. What do you want? Just Mario Brothers then?
Yeah,
That way we
that's
can play that together.
It's a me, Mario!
It is. I assume, if I can drag this forward.
I need to be player one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Oops.
Okay, yeah.
It's been
There's jump. Okay.
Nope.
One interesting video I'd seen recently about...
No!
yeah, there we go. I stole the points. But there's a
Luigi.
special version of this version of Mario Brothers for Japanese computers. So it's like they had a deal, I think, with can't remember the company name, but Nintendo worked with them to port various Nintendo games and a lot of arcade titles
I know! Oh no! I got
to computer. And so they made like Super Mario Brothers Special, which the computer itself couldn't handle the scrolling that the NES could do, so you'd walk to the end of the screen and it would just redraw the whole thing from scratch. Ah, that was a mistake. Anyways.
Yes! That's what my mom said about me.
She said you were disappointed.
She said many things.
She sure did. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes.
That was like a high five at the end there. Yeah!
We did it together.
Oh, the same amount too.
How nice. Suppose that's how it's supposed to work. But anyways, The version of this game also included extra modes on top of the typical attacks. So they had one that had the conveyor belts, and you would hit the creatures with. Yeah, you wouldn't jump into them. You'd actually running. Ah!
Oh, Luigi.
I know. It's a terrible. I'll steal the kill.
Oh, you.
I'll steal the kill. Oh, no, I'm gonna steal the kill. I'm gonna get killed.
And this is the way brothers play.
Yeah, now it's just you.
Oh,
That
I killed you?
No, well, I died enough times that I ran out of lives.
Oh.
But they had like this dodgeball mode in the other version, so you wouldn't jump underneath them to knock them out and touch them. You'd hit them with dodgeball.
Okay.
And you'd have like one dodgeball in the group. So Mario and Luigi would be competing for the one dodgeball in order to hit the enemies. And so it completely changed the dynamic of the game.
Come on.
Yeah, the jumping on this is kind of...
Whoa, a little janky.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's, you know...
Oh, I slide too, so much.
There's also Mario Clash on the Virtual Boy, which was this game, but in 3D.
Mistakes were made.
So you had like a front section and a rear section that you would run between and hit shells between them in order to hit enemies. But nobody liked the Virtual Boy, so that didn't go very far. Oh, you sacrificed yourself to get a tiny little bit of extra points.
Wait. Okay.
Yes.
I beat you.
Yes.
I'm going to give it a shot.
Lasted slightly longer.
Oh, I'm not good at Mario games.
You showed how I show you how. What would B be? What's the difference with that?
I think it's like slightly harder enemies or whatever. You select.
So select. Okay.
Here we go. And then start.
Let's do this. Full throttle.
Sure. Ah.
Trying to throw him into him?
We pretty much just keep bumping into each other. Go ahead, hit him. Yeah. And then I get the points.
Oh no! Oh, I jumped right into him instead of hitting this floor.
Well done. Well done.
I was well done. Yeah, I hit you with that. Oh no! The fireball! Green flame!
Oh boy.
Green flame!
Yes, green flame!
That must have been made by you because... Haha!
Fine.
Eat it, turtle!
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be the one that's eating it pretty soon here, obviously.
Oh no!
Come on, turtle. Die, turtle. Right. Whoa!
Oh yeah. You forgot I could do that.
Oh, I knew you could do that. I just didn't know you were going to do that. Okay, that's good. Got it.
Oh.
Oh, flame. Hoisted by my own petard. Got him.
What did I get caught by?
You didn't, I don't think.
I got hit by something down there.
No, I just ended up... Oh, you did die. You're totally dead now.
I'm dead now.
You're dead.
I didn't go enjoy a dinner minute then.
Okie dokie. You do that. I'm probably not going to get all these, but I can try. There we go. So close, so close. Alright.
Luigi, you always better with money than me.
Of course, what would have been nice with these collections if they included at least with the Super Nintendo Classic, Super Mario All-Stars. So instead of having the original versions of the 3 games, to have Mario World and the upgraded versions of the original 3. But obviously they'd make more money selling them separately. Hey, I'm actually doing better without him. What do you know?
Well, yeah, it was like in your way half the time for the last
Half the time, yes. If we actually worked together instead of trying to compete with each other, we could actually make more progress. But no, we're just like, no,
we're brothers.
We're brothers, we have to compete. It's so much fun. Alright. Hit that one. Yes. Gotta save that POW block for when it really matters. Too many enemies on screen, I just can't take it anymore. Boom, boom. Ah. Oh my, running! Whew, that was close. Alright, so it gets down here. Hit him. Wait again, or not. Alright, I can do this.
You got him angry.
Oh, he always. Oh, I missed it. I'm gonna wait and hope another ring of. Ah! Running!
Oh.
Oh!
You jumped into that one.
Well, it was frying pan into the fire. Pretty much, literally. At least I made more progress than before. And the flies. Oh, I hate the flies. You gotta time these moths, whatever they are. You gotta time it just right. And as you can tell, it seems like it kind of slows the frame rate down a little bit. I don't know if it's the NES having troubles generating all of these characters, when I know the original arcade version, which you can actually purchase on the. Ah! He got it too fast. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine. But I was saying the original arcade version of the game is available on the Switch for like $7, so it's more accurate to the original content. And you just choose a different game. Let's see. Super C's multiplayer. Of course, that's Contra and very difficult, but we can certainly give it a shot. It's another running gun, but hey, it works. A lot of people wonder why they just didn't include regular Contra on here, but one hit dies, pretty much, yes. And there's also the Konami code to give you 30 lives, but even then you're going to go through all those like no other. Okay. But yeah, you can also purchase the Super Mario vs. arcade version of the original Super Mario Brothers on the Switch. And that gives you extra levels, kind of a mixture of levels from the regular game and the Lost levels. It also removes the option of going to the minus world. There's a special block that if I were to go to the original Super Mario Brothers on here, I could hack dead. Well, that was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can do that. I'm going to go to the original Super Mario Brothers and try to break into -1 world. Should be pretty simple to do as long as I don't jump into the first problem here. Most people hitting the first Goomba and the first thing. The design of this game, even though it looks so primitive compared to Mario 2 and 3.
Apparently there was like a fake article somewhere I saw that claimed that children nowadays, and when they played this game, that they would repeatedly get hit by the first Goomba.
They didn't know
because there wasn't a tutorial to explain that they needed to jump.
Wow.
Because tutorials are on like everything. It's like it was. There was some reaction video putting kids in front of this for the first time, and some of them did that.
Yeah.
Some of them couldn't figure it out. But it wasn't like.
Oh, the vast majority.
Yeah, the vast majority
couldn't
couldn't
what to do.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's try and make it over to this side. The best thing to do would be to go over here. Ah. Okay, then. Jump up top and just run the rest of the way because the game works like that. But I don't want to go into that world. I want to break this block, jump, duck while ducking, and go backwards.
Is it in this one?
Yes.
Or you're testing it?
It is. I mean, it's just an emulation of the original version of the game, so as long as I can clip through the block without breaking it, it might take about 100 tries, and it might even run out of time.
Thrilling.
But I'll hopefully do it. Come on. Minus world. I mean, I know once I get there, it'll just be an endless loop of water levels, and I'll just basically have to reset the system because there's no way out of it. Just run out alive and die.
Like real life.
Yeah, but in the arcade version of this game, they remove those 2 blocks so you can't click through them. So you can't trigger that accidentally. Of course, in order to do this, you pretty much have to be doing it on purpose. Come on. Because if I don't get this, I can't go through the warp. Oh,
Hey! Ooh.
Okay, I still hit that, but -1. And now that I'm Little Mario, and I don't recall if there are any power-up mushrooms in this area,
How in trouble are you right now?
Oh, very much trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in trouble from the start, but now it's even worse because I
You
can't
pick up the
take it.
controller, yeah.
Yes, yes. Like that. But I still have enough. 2 more. Whoa! Why would you start me right there?
That was unfair.
Yeah. It's like, react quickly or die.
Unfortunate respawn, yes.
Okay, I got it. Oh. There's. It said they're able to predict their movements there. They just. Trying to jump, knowing that would happen. But that's okay.
Oh.
Because we don't need that no more.
You demonstrated it.
I did demonstrate it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, and I'm not going to save that. Goodness no. I made a little bit of progress in Legend of Zelda when I first got this. So I got through the first dungeon. And I got the boomerang. And I cannot remember, because I just did off the top of my head where the first dungeon was. It's pretty obvious. Very, okay. Now to try to remember where everything else is. And not get hurt. Hit. I know you need a bomb in order to open that one. Secret passages galore. And as much as people insist on having to add games to this list, I think the list as it is like the best of the console. All the Mario, all the Zelda, a couple of sports games, a couple of third-party titles. You got at least the original Final Fantasy. They never really made 2 or 3 for the West until much later, because Final Fantasy 2 here was Final Fantasy 4 there, and Final Fantasy 3 here is Final Fantasy 6 there. Oh well, if nothing else, I can just farm for rupees while I'm trying to figure out where I'm going.
You ever play Zelda?
Oh, yeah.
This one? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what he's supposed to be doing?
After the first dungeon, because I can't remember honestly.
Nope, but Liv has the thing memorized.
Of course, then there's also special ROMs that have randomizers, so people will play this game and everything will be moved around, because apparently the way the ROM works, like every time you load it, all the dungeons are still there, but in completely different places, and the maps are like at least somehow put together so that they still fit, but in completely unfamiliar locations. And so people have been trying to play through randomized versions. And I have enough to buy bombs. That's good.
Something, well, yeah.
I will buy something, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I have bombs. I'll now have to equip them and then remember exactly where I'm supposed to place them. Oh, get the ferry! Oh. Not get the ferry. Continue. Let's try going this way. I mean, I know this. I think this way is closer to like the graveyard, or is that on the other side? Oh well. It's been a very long time. I did play through the entire game once, as I've been trying to play through each Legend of Zelda game.
And you're not streaming it? What?
Well,
I know.
It involved a lot of dying and pausing and looking at walkthroughs.
Yes.
And I'm not going to be able to get anywhere from there. So
I'm just mocking the fact that, you know, so frequently it's considered okay, you have to stream if you are playing a game.
Okay. any of that. That's fine.
And the beeping.
The constant beeping, yes. Oh, okay.
It's ate a fairy, right?
Yeah. Let's see. One of these bushes you're supposed to burn, but I don't have enough money for the candle yet, so I can't burn anything. Even then, there's so many like pieces of heart and things strewn about all over the map that, like, this is over here is the first dungeon. I was able to figure that out. And I really don't have to look up a walkthrough all over again in order to do this. And this is Death Stone for me. I'm not gonna be able to handle that. Or these guys. Of course, a lot of these early Zelda games, they had very, very unique commercials. You remember the Zelda rap?
Yes.
Yes. They,
where Link and Zelda and several other individuals were...
That was the Japanese version.
Oh.
That was for the Super Nintendo, the Link,
Okay.
Link to the Past. There was another one that was, hey, check out these awesome graphics. Yeah,
Oh,
I
the
can't
two
believe it.
teenagers
Yeah, the two
sitting at the
teenagers,
couch.
Octoroks and these two. Yeah.
One nerd and one jock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both really excited over The Legend of Zelda.
The
And-
Zelda's for everyone.
Yeah, totally. After using it, and you can have this. I can't use it yet. Can't go straight into the Master Sword. But I want the Master Sword! Just give it to me! I found it on the map. Can I have it?
Please.
Oh, yeah, I'm asking nicely.
I like you, old man. Just give it to me.
Well, a lot of the mistranslations, too. There were certain dungeons, I can't even remember. I know there's a specific path it's supposed to go through, and I can't remember what it was. Because otherwise it's pretty much the Lost Woods. You're just going to loop over and over again until you figure out what it is.
Oh, you do have a bomb.
Yes. I have 4, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's fine. I'll just save it. Oh, I just loaded. Crud. Well, I didn't make much progress there anyway, so I'm just going to leave that alone. It's fine. It's fine.
This is fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine. We'll just go to the game that,
you grew up with.
Yes. Still call myself Link, because even though these games encourage you to call yourself by your own name, I'm not the Legend of Hyrule. Link is. So, I'm not going to try to take the credit. There we go. Of course, this one is different and very difficult, to say the least. Although the music's still fantastic. The entire franchise has, like, memorable tracks, no matter what you're doing. Okay, nobody there. Fine. Got to farm enemies, more so in this game than the other, just so I can get some XP and level up. Huzzah. The only thing I can do is life, which is fine. Having more life is always a good thing.
I wish I could have more life.
Alright, so I think the first dungeon is in this top area here. There's like a... You have to go through it to get the candle? Yeah. And then once you do that, you can... Oh no, you have to get the candle before you can do that.
Oh, there's one to the right.
I don't know, let's look. Let's hopefully outrun these guys.
They're behind the mountains.
I can't get to it from here.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably have to go to town first.
Is the town to the south, the other road?
That's blocked off by a barrier. The first town you can go to is over here. And all the cryptic, weird translations. I am error. Well, that was explained, because the original, you'd find someone that says, I am Bagu, which is basically bug. And so, bug versus error. And so, it doesn't make sense. And it's like, please, let me help you. Come inside. So you just wait. I can restore your life. What are you doing in there, Link? Alright. Stop in my house. I can restore your magic, which you haven't used. This is, yeah. I am Error.
Yay!
I am Error. Hi, Error. I'm Link.
Oh, I just realized they actually make a D&D character named Error.
Yeah?
I am Error.
Magic in a cave south of the castle. He has a brother named Babu.
Yes.
Use keys in palaces. They are found in. Thank you, fat woman. Do not go south without a candle. Hello, young fellow.
That made the most sense out of everything you said.
Town of blah blah blah. Okay, moving on. Down here.
You already called up.
Yeah.
But it said you shouldn't go south until you have a candle.
Yeah, well, I don't have a candle.
I know.
I know I'm a fool. You don't have to tell me. Ah. Wait, something fell. Oh, those guys.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not going to
guy.
do so well. I'm going to so die. Yeah, but that's fine. It's fine.
Hey, you didn't have a seizure.
No. I think they changed the... Oh, no, that's when you die dead. When you lose all your lives, there's a flashing, and then Ganon shows up and says you have failed. Okay, so... It's been so long, where do I get the candle? I thought it was in that town, but maybe it's over on this side. Yeah,
That's
there's this
what I
town.
suggested.
Alright. Well, I didn't know which place it was, okay?
I mean, I'm not saying there was actually anything here of use, but I knew there was
Anything to use?
Yeah.
Return the crystal to the palace in Parappa.
Where there are keys you can use in the palace.
Parappa the Rapper? I know. Okay. If all else fails, use fire.
Sounds like a D&D adventure.
Yes.
Pretty much. Please let me help you. I don't need your help, thank you. Of course, some of these randomly turn into enemies too, so you'll talk to a woman and suddenly she'll be a bat. Only the hammer can destroy a roadblock. Let me talk to this one. How you doing? Talk with my father before you leave town.
Who's your father?
Is he in here? Each town has a wise man. Learn from him.
You can only afford one each.
It's just one wise man. Everybody else is stupid.
That's rolling stats for you.
In Parappa Desert, use this magic to survive.
Wait down.
Shield. He gave me the shield spell.
That's true. You're not wrong.
Boing. Although I prefer...
Now you're a magic initiate. You have a first level wizard spell.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who are you, little boy? Get candle in Parappa Palace. Go west. Go west, young man.
Oh, what's your man?
Welcome to Raru. So it was in west. It was in that other place. That's where I'm supposed to go.
See, there you go. Go to the right.
Yeah, but
See,
that's
there's
also
another-
in a dark cave. So I need
Okay.
I need to go back to this place. I think
You
this
asked
is
for
Parappa.
dungeons first.
Yeah. I need.
Pointed out to them.
All right, fine, whatever. We'll go there eventually. But at this
Okay.
point, I need the candle first.
Alright.
Which I knew it was over here. I just didn't know where exactly. Town of... Oh, that's Ruto. So this is not
No.
Parappa. So is Parappa below that?
Oh no.
Alright, well let's try going over to this other cave. Because I think that actually
thrilling.
relates to the first. I know it's thrilling. It's an NES game. What do you expect? It is a classic and is well received, but
Yes, an NES Classic. You're right.
yes. All right. Will I survive? Probably not, but I can.
Okay, if you die here again, then we'll just do it every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can kind of see their feet.
Barely.
Well, if you go slower, you can look.
Only one guy? Okay.
You didn't want to go that way.
Fine, I'll go up here. Dungeon time!
Dungeon crawl!
Some of those guys actually activate when you hit them, so. Okay. Die.
Here's a good question, David, about
What?
Zelda lore. Where is this lie in the timeline?
This is actually the most recent game in the timeline. The bottom of the line, specifically with the hero failed timeline. So after Ocarina of Time, the timeline splits into Adult Link succeeds, Child Link succeeds, and Adult Link fails. So whoever failed to defeat Ganondorf, this is the failed timeline. So Ganondorf's in charge, and every successive Link and Zelda have been trying to stop him ever since. And it's pretty much just the first two games in that timeline. These
Are
guys
those
don't-
humanoid badgers?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but they don't give me any XP, which is a rather disappointing thing.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
And the fact that I don't have a life spell yet, but I
is their
do
count
have that
rating
key.
0? That sucks.
Apparently. And the death thing. Do not hit the death thing. And gonna run. They just keep coming, no matter what. Stop. Ah! Die. And hopefully make some progress before losing all of my lives.
There you go, that's XP.
Yes, it is. Some more. Will I make it to 100 before I lose it all? 'Cause if I die...
0.
Yeah.
That was 2. Oh, you should go get with this guy, come on.
Huzzah! Now I can level up my magic, which I don't really have enough to use yet. Although a lot of people just say cancel and then like spank up the experience. I need that. I need that. Okay. But yeah, they'll actually save the experience to level up something more difficult later on.
Interesting.
And you have to aim based on where his shield is.
Where shield isn't.
Isn't, yeah. These guys can be quite a hassle early on without having the strength or the health or the magic. I mean, I'm sure I could cast a shield spell, but even then it doesn't really do a whole lot. Kill him, please kill him. Oh,
15.
oh, I'm not going to survive this.
Oh, no fireball.
Oh. XP, okay, so I can
life?
do life again, yeah. That gives me full life.
Sure,
So that's-
yeah.
Yes, that is useful. And the magic sword. Die. Okay. Oh boy, I hate these guys.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, how am I gonna wait for the time, run in. I have a key.
You already used one key, though.
Oh, right.
You just have to re-kill the guy when he come back, right?
Yeah, well that and every other guy, because I think everybody would be, well, almost everybody.
Once you go far enough away.
Yeah, pretty sure they do anyways. But it's good XP, right? It's good XP. So I have to go down the other elevator. Or up. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, it might not help me either, but if it gives me enough XP to get another level, that would be helpful.
You're right, those aren't worth anything. That's rude.
Okay, there's the key. Now I can go back down
Yeah.
and unlock that door, and hopefully not everything's respawned, because I really don't want to fight that guy again. down we go. Okay, I did it. Very good. Now,
You know the Hammer Brothers are bad.
yeah. Get too close. Touch me and hurt me. Looks like well, it's only my short sword slashes are doing anything anyways. He took off.
Resisting the magic?
Yeah, apparently. Oh, I'm so close.
Or radiant damage or whatever it is.
Alright.
Here.
Oh.
Oh dear. You gotta say you're so close and then...
Oh boy. Shield, shield. Now activated. There we go. I'm gonna oh. I think, yeah, as long as I don't lose all my lives, I won't lose that XP. So, I've made this progress. If I can just kill this guy, I won't have lost.
This doesn't make any sense.
No.
I don't think so either.
Weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird people out there. In any case, kill him. Kill him. Despite the difficulty and frustrations this particular version of the game
You're
holds.
almost in, you're almost in, you're almost in. One more, you'll be done.
No. I got the shield. Okay. Attack goes up. Finally. Good. If I die now, I won't lose that much. I'm gonna die now. let me try and cast shield. There's some trick to some of these guys. You can like lead them into the corner and just be constantly hitting them. Oh, they did remove the flash.
Okay.
The original version had the flashing lights. I'm just gonna save. And then I'm gonna reset. And make sure that saves. And not try to reload it or mess it up in other ways. I want to try a little balloon fight. It's a classic.
Sure.
Do balloon fight against each other.
Alright.
You can go first.
Alright.
Go ahead, go ahead. Also, some good music in this one, too. Yeah, look.
So you're supposed to knock them down and then pick them up?
Yeah, you're supposed to knock them down and then hit them again to keep them down.
Okay.
Of course, they can hit your balloons like that, so it's like you can hit each other's balloons. It's like eventually the NES got Joust, but this is pretty much Joust.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Get him?
I died.
Even the color limitations, you can tell pretty well by this game that each sprite can only have like 4 characters, and at least the way that they are.
The UI are basically inverted versions of each other.
Yes. In order to make all the enemies stand out, they have stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm dead. And you're dead.
It's whoever gets the last one.
Pretty much.
And the bubble goes for the extra points.
Yes. Which points are everything in this game. So, unlike Whose Line Is It Anyway, the points do matter.
Okay, where are my balloons?
Yeah, they just come up slowly. You think you can handle that side? Because you only get the bonus if you get, like, all the balloons. So, please hit all your balloons. Do I have to hit your balloons for you?
Hey.
Working
Super
together.
bonus.
Yes. Dead. obviously, the faster you get them, the more points you get too. So, and in succession as well, like that. Want to make sure you're above them.
I'll just set this over here now.
Oh, John. Oh yeah, you're dead, aren't you?
Yes.
Totally dead. Oh, I'm totally dead. Oh well. Good game. Good game. Alright, let's do this. Die. Die. There. With the Super Nintendo Classic, it does include Star Fox 2, but in order to play it, you have to complete the first level of the first Star Fox. Otherwise, the game will not be available. So I think if they did do future versions of these mini consoles, that they could have more unlockable games. That way you don't just have everything all at once. There's something to work towards. Kind of like the NES Remix had unlockable titles, at least the farther you got in terms of their individual challenges. Oh, sorry. Heck, we're not going to make it perfect this time.
No.
No, sir. Oh well. Hit them all, hit them all. Heck.
Yep.
Good enough.
Good enough government work.
I mean, there's the rumor that there's going to be an N64 Classic, so hopefully it'll include 4 controller ports and 4 N64 controllers, because if it had games like Mario Kart 64 or Super Smash Brothers, who knows how long that's going to take or how expensive that's going to be. I estimate, because the NES Classic is 1 controller is $60. The Super Nintendo Classic with 2 controllers is $80. They're probably going to charge like $120, $130 if they had this N64 Classic with all 4 controllers and maybe like 20 games. Because they want to make a definite profit off of this thing, but in terms of like portable multiplayer, that would be like the best option, I think. Or if they had a way of making the controllers wireless. That way you don't have 4 dongles out of a tiny piece there. And he's just
Tiny piece?
Tiny piece.
Oh, lightning.
Yes.
I didn't see it earlier.
Yeah, I think it just shows up in the later levels. If you're standing near it, will shock you and take out a balloon or potentially kill you, so. Get the balloon. We can do this! Together, all the balloons. Almost. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
That's whatever. Gotta hit him before he gets back up. Okay.
Oh, there I go.
And there I go. I still got 1 life left, I think.
Yep.
Yes.
One pair of balloons.
I can just. Oh, or not.
That's not good.
That's not good at
There
all.
you go.
Down. Yeah. You want to switch to the Super Nintendo?
Sure.
Got pretty much a good idea of how these games work. Gotta wait for it to shut down properly. Unplug.
And there goes
cords.
the cable.
There goes the cords, yes. But it's fortunate the same power cords and everything are usable for this. And the cords are longer, at least the controller cords are. So That's a help. So that. This. In and turn on power. So the light comes on.
Mind if I get a water?
Sure.
Fine.
And Super Nintendo. Donkey Kong Country, Final Fantasy 3, Superstar, Dream Force, Mana, Mario Kart. You want to try some Mario Kart? Mario World, Earthbound, F-Zero, Star Fox, Star Fox 2, Castlevania 4, Super Ghosts, Metroid.
Now, this is considerably the one that a lot of these games are ridiculously expensive now.
Oh yes, yes. These games, especially Mario RPG, even just the cartridge itself is like 50, 60 bucks. So yeah.
Earthbound?
Earthbound is like in box over 300 bucks. It's insane. And to think in like the mid 90s, since it didn't sell well, they had an ad that said this game stinks, and like a scratch and sniff thing, because one of the characters was like a pile of trash, and so they had their advertising basically told people, don't buy this game, it stinks. Even though it's a legendary classic RPG. But let's do a little Mario Kart. That sounds like fun. And there. And there's nice borders on this one too. So. 2-player. Let's do the GP 50cc. Yes. Who's playing?
I'll go first, alright. It's me, Mario.
And I shall have to be Luigi.
Thank you.
Okay. Mushroom Cup, yeah. Simplest one.
Let's go!
Indeed. Accelerates. Look at the, check out these graphics, they're so much better than the original. Mode 7, ladies and gentlemen. The future of entertainment.
Dave, do you remember any details, particularly about how they were able to get these kind of graphics out of the system?
Well, there were 7 different graphics modes, and the most popular was Mode 7 to have the sprites drawn at an angle, and the system's capable of, I don't know the exact specific details, but there are other games like Star Fox and Star Fox 2 that had their own special hardware in the cartridge. Instead of costing like 60 bucks, they would cost $80 or $90 when they first came out, because the system couldn't even run the game on its own without the extra hardware inside the cartridge to display the 3D graphics, which have not aged so well, especially considering Star Fox 64 is pretty much a remake of the original Star Fox.
Ouch, that really hurt.
Mm-hmm. So right off the bat, you didn't rank high enough to stay in the game. But that's okay. So, I think the way this game works, though, is that it's constantly displaying 2 players, even when there aren't 2 players playing. So it's always a squished screen because the system couldn't handle full screen of this, apparently. So the second half, when you're a single player, is just a top-down view of the map with all of the characters rushing around the track. And out of all of the sequels to Mario Kart, I think only a couple of tracks have been carried over, so they have every subsequent game, let's say like a classic track would be ported over and improved in some way, shape, or form. all the way up to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Alright, isn't this the one that in the Mario 8 has cows in it?
No, that's Moo Moo Meadows, and that was from that was from Kart 64. Yeah. I mean, 8 and some other ones may have added extra features. I think, like some of them have, because the newer games have air and sea vehicles as well. So your kart transforms into a glider when you're, go up a ramp, or into a little speeder boat when you're underwater. So they actually added, instead of falling into the water and being picked back up on track, you just keep driving and hopefully get back on the main road. I'm going to save this red shell because that's an auto hit to anyone who tries to cross my path. And being in first place, no one better cross my path. Except for John's in second, so that's...
Finally.
Yeah, he has a
Yes.
red
Don't worry,
shell.
it'll last.
And I'm lapping people now. But of course, this is 50cc. That's basically the way that they determine the difficulty of the other racers by the speed you're going at and the complexity of their AI in order to use items and outrace you. Because there's like, I think Mario Kart 8 had 200cc and 250cc, being so ridiculously fast and difficult.
And furious?
I suppose, in a way, furious, yeah.
This will not end for milk for me. No.
Oh, yeah.
See, I told you.
Mm-hmm. Well, considering future games being like Luigi's Mansion, it's like, I don't care about ghosts. If I had my, what's it even called? Poltergeist 3000? Whatever it is. The vacuum he uses in Luigi's Mansion. Doesn't matter. Anyways,
You don't remember your own vacuum?
it's been a while.
Luigi.
It's been a while since I played the game.
You should
And
know
I'm
everything
still-
about your character.
You would think.
You are Luigi.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, face it, you have a house. I don't have a house.
Uh-huh.
You have a more money. I
Yeah.
don't have a lot of money.
No.
You successfully had a girlfriend.
I did.
Well.
You're supposed to be with Princess
I
Peach.
didn't have.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just doesn't everything built to the character.
Although there is the fan theory that Rosalina is actually the daughter of Luigi and Peach. Yeah. Somehow they think that Luigi, because of her eye color and...
This is the same way to.
You're going to be disqualified. Again.
Jump back. Yep, feather.
Oh.
Whee! Well, you wasted it. That's okay.
I didn't look at what I had, you know.
Well, at least you still plays. Of course, growing up, we went from the original Nintendo to the Sega Genesis, and Genesis does what Nintendo don't. We liked our Sonic games and kind of forgot about Mario. Even with the N64 days, we eventually got to the PlayStation. Before that, we had the Sega CD and 32X, which nobody really liked. There are a few games that, like Night Trap. We had the Sega CD 32X version, so if one part of the console wasn't working, you couldn't play the game at all.
This is often the case.
And they all have their own power bricks and their own separate video cables, so one would be looped into the other, and if anything was slightly out of whack, it would all just fall apart.
So they have to work.
Oh yeah. It was like apparently there was this like design defect in the 32X, which if you ran it for too long in a hot area, the video cable would just unplug itself. It would just pop off. And so suddenly you'd have no signal. And you'd be like, I was in the middle of a thing. I had to turn it all off and re-plug it back in. So keep it ventilated. Don't play for too long. And especially games like Knuckles Chaotix. Apparently you have to have just the right combination of Genesis and 32X and a copy of that game to make it right. Because if something wasn't what it expected to be, the game would just lock up.
Okay, so they were doing different models?
Different models. So if you had this Model 1, Sega Genesis, and a Model 2, there's the 3, which wasn't compatible with them, the Nomad, which couldn't run any of them, the Sega CDX, the combination system, and I also have downstairs the JVC XI, which is a combination Sega Genesis, Sega CD, which was called the Wonder Mega in Japan, and at least it has one power brick instead of two, and has a faster drive for the Sega CD because it's a 1x speed. The later models include, I think, a 3x drive, so the game's loaded faster and less choppy.
Basically, I've 32X leaked out several times.
Oh yeah, and eventually we sold it. Yeah, and I regretted it, so I bought a new one in box for $30. It was a couple of years ago, and it was a local shop that apparently didn't know what they had, because everywhere else I've seen them going for like $80 to $100, and it had all the cables inside of it too. So it's like, I'm keeping this.
Oh, $30. Oh, sure, I guess.
Yeah. There's so many renditions of the Genesis because it was the biggest seller that Sega ever had. And the only real competition that Nintendo's really ever had.
Almost like how there are many different versions of Skyrim? Or Bethesda?
I think it's about the same.
Yeah?
The same. Yeah, yeah. Skyrim Alexa Edition. Basically, Zork kind of, text-based adventure game that's spoken to you. So you're like, what would you do? I eat all the cheese wheels. You have 305 cheese wheels. I cast a spell. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Okay. There's your moment of D&D.
Because that's what you expect from this channel.
Indeed. Well, yeah, I suppose so.
Pretty much.
So next week we'll not be streaming.
No, we're having a vacation Bible school.
Yes.
And John is teaching.
I'm teaching on VBS.
Yes.
I'll be using Under the Dragons as the teaching method, too. Does that sound lovely?
Mistakes were made. Why did I run into that fireball? Oh, I guess I'm still in first place. So that's
exactly. I don't know why you were planning.
There we go. It's Mario time.
It's what?
It's Luigi time.
Yeah, really.
Yes. Oh, one interesting thing about this, the Japanese version of the game at the end of the Grand Prix, they have bottles of champagne that they censored out in this version of the game. I think it's like, we'll see in a moment. Let's get through that. Yes, first place. Moving on. Here. Because the bottle is there, but they don't drink out of it because there's like they pop the cork and okay. So they're each like drinking out of it and kind of bubbles coming out, representing them being drunk after the race. And it's like, well, these are like soda bottles. They're soda. They're not wine bottles. You want to try?
Not Mario Kart. That's not driving
You're
me
going to tangle up there, too.
I figured. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're good.
What do we got?
Player games. got Contra is also Donkey Kong Country. Probably just jump over each other. Kirby is a whole bunch of mini games. Also, Kirby's Dream Course is just isometric golf, which is very popular. If anyone wants to watch Game Grumps channel, they love this game. Love this game so much that apparently a fan made a version of Grump Dream Course, and so they basically put their faces on Kirby.
They made a bunch of customized levels.
Customized levels, yeah. So, let's see how this works out. Okay, we both got... Okay. Let's try to leave it settings as is. Yeah. Okay. So the idea of this game is to hit the enemies, collect the stars, and once you do that, there is a hole that opens that if you can get your Kirby down there first, you get the points for it. So, it's an odd version of golf. It's your turn first. Choose what kind of curve you're going to put on it.
Power. Boom.
Yay, I'm there. Alright.
Really, David? Really?
Really?
If you just went for the hole, you'd win.
Oh, that's true.
I'm just saying, you're being greedy.
That is true. Fall.
Oh.
I went too far.
No.
Mistakes were made.
Oh.
Well, let's see if I can rectify the situation. I gotta put a bounce on it, I think.
Oh, let's not do it.
Almost. That's gonna be really hard to get precisely in there. Oh well. It's just the first round anyway, it's not a big deal. Oh!
Oh, come on!
Wow. That's picky. So I've only ever seen this guy, I've never actually played it myself.
Yeah. Let's keep knocking you out of the way. I probably made the shot easier for you. This is... No one wins.
There we go.
Hey!
Stop him from going too far. So there we go.
Alright, fair enough. So now you gotta hit it over the barrier. Yeah, but not too far.
What was this one called again?
Kirby's Dream Course.
There we go!
Well done.
Yeah!
Now I'm gonna try. Go, not too far.
This game was produced in 1994 by HAL Laboratory and Nintendo EAD.
Huzzah.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, you're sleeping because you basically lose a turn for... Okay. I'm making a comeback.
Hey,
call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Or you can just try to jump in and steal the fun. It seems like you gotta be... That's right.
IGN rated this game as, let's see, quirky, goofy, but all-around satisfying game to play. No,
Oh, there we
Well
went.
done.
GamePro called Kirby Dream Course a wildly amusing game, which does for golf what NBA Jam did for basketball.
I don't know about that, but... Each his own.
Water hazards.
Yeah.
Making life easy for you.
Certainly. Let's see. Probably not gonna work out so well. Yeah. Water hazard. I'll just drown down there. It's fine. Hello. And bounce back right where I was. Pretty much. Go ahead and hit all of them, it'll be fun. Or hit one of them, okay. I'll try to aim that way. More force! Knock myself silly, but at least I'm out of the water. Just end it. End it. Land right in there. Or not.
It doesn't want to go to its home.
No, it does not. And now I'm out of the turn. Just land it right in there. Destroy any chance of my success. Well done.
I was going to say the same thing about how you did that to me in Mario Kart, but I did it to myself. I was
Yes.
yes. True brother, agree with me.
Alright. Well, both games require significant skill. Just different types of skills.
Yes. I like either, so there we go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you haven't even played this game yet, so...
I assume
You assume you'd be bad at it.
I like the bumpy trees.
Mm-hmm.
wasn't he the tops? Those things being top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
They should the wall and then go over.
That is true. Very easy to go overboard.
What's the question mark do, David?
I'll find out. Unless I miss it. I'll miss it completely.
Okay.
No, no, no. Oh, do not fall over. Wrong way. There we go. Alright, hit that.
Ooh, and
Oh, random ability. And a star. So,
Well, yeah.
ricochet.
Ooh.
Oh.
this guy. And potentially get out of bounds. But I'm gonna risk it. For the lulls.
Nope, nope.
There you go.
Down I go.
We went above and beyond.
Yeah.
And below.
Exactly.
Hey, now just race to the end.
I hope so. But I think I'll lose the turn. Yeah.
Yeah, you're. There's off
Well.
for that.
Oh no, no. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Might be fortunate.
I know.
Unless you don't
I just
go out
have
yet.
to not mess this
Right
up.
over the edge.
Yes. Just a tiny hit.
Oop.
Deflected. Oh.
Kirby is confused. Kirby attacks himself. It is super effective.
Kirby is dazed.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting animal.
Yeah. Bounce, bounce, bounce back. Yeah.
Potentially.
Probably. Well,
Spin to it, but
yes. Well, the power
Wow.
up, power up kind of threw you off there.
bring me a pen.
And this will be useful in some circumstances, but not this one. I just need to go straight. Mostly. Okay, leap back up, Kirby. Alright. Now just slight little hit. All it's gonna take. Fall in!
Yeah.
Fall in! Knock me in. Knock me in. It'll be more fun. I'm right there.
He's going back to outside the other way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Knock me out of the way and get those points. Well done. Well done.
Safer way to do it, yes.
Whee!
My playstyle for cornhole is very similar.
There you go. I guess that game is relatively unique to Midwest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cornhole?
Yeah. Yeah, because we got all that corn.
Oh yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, it hurts everything.
Yeah. Excellent. Now I have the point.
You only have that point as long as you're standing on it, or?
No, it just converts
Right,
whatever's
says,
already
yeah.
been done to the other team. So as long as I don't hit that,
You will.
I can try not to. Just have a tiny little... Not too far, too far. I just, yeah. That's right.
No, no, no! Stay on!
Ah, my chance. My one chance of success. Please don't mess this up.
You go over.
Ah! Too far! Too bloody far!
Too powerful.
Oh, you're tired. Good. I have an advantage. I have one more chance. Oh!
How did you do that?
I do the same thing with putt-putt all the time.
Just hit it too far, you know? Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No one wins. Come on. There's barely anything. Just point me right in there. Let's see which way is that's going the wrong way. I want to go this. There.
You got it.
I finally made one. I'm still losing, but I finally made one.
Saying putt-putt would make me think it'd be fun to travel out, get a GoPro or something, and just do putt-putt.
Yeah.
This course looks dangerous.
It sure is. Like that.
Seems legit.
Oh yeah, then you bounce back into the hole that you end up making from the squid one. Oh, you missed the wheel. It's still up there.
Hey.
That's true.
Ah. I'm sure going downhill is a lot easier than going uphill though. I should know.
Ah, too far.
It bounced you off the
Oh,
side.
Oh, that's embarrassing. You can't do anything.
Need ice cream.
I too am. Ow. Alright. You got a chance.
Let's go for the shovel off.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh!
Well played. As always.
Huh.
Yeah, those will turn you around as you run across them, so you won't necessarily land where you intend to go.
As you go over them fast enough. You got one. Was the one you're aiming for, but you got one.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Oh.
That would have been great.
That would have been. Try this.
You can certainly try. And then get pushed back.
Didn't go over the edge.
No.
Alright, you gotta land this.
I hope so.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I did a thing.
And you got tomatoes. Sort of odd combination.
I mean, I'm still so far behind, there's no chance I could catch up, but... Alright, don't hit the sun.
Why not? Nobody has points yet.
Let me hit the thing, let me hit the thing. There we go. These mints are addictive.
Stay up, stay up.
Over, yeah.
In the grass.
Is the air point direction of the arrow matter into?
It's probably the direction that it speeds you up or slows you down.
It did. Will it hit the target? It will not.
Wait, you turned off the spinners?
I did.
So you have that going for you.
I guess.
Ooh, and ooh, alright.
Alright. Full speed ahead. Get up the hill, hit the thing, and not go too far.
Oh,
Go down that side and hit that. No, okay.
That ain't doing me any good.
No.
That was nice.
Yeah. Wow, it lasted. Alright.
So that star is yours. Are you taking that star away from you?
I'll probably just go down this one. Oh.
You didn't aim that.
No, I did not aim that. This looked like I was trying to aim it, but I didn't want to, you know, blast into the air or anything.
I
Put a trying for the target there? Yeah. Yeah, it reverses them.
Aww.
Oh.
See if I can try to hit this one.
Oh. We have a cute heel girl in the chat.
Ooh. Whoa, that was close.
Phew, yes, it was. And of course you could heal. And I just gotta find my way out over there. Just fire as far as possible and hope for the best. That might be interesting. Boom! Or not. At least bounce me to another star now. It's a race to the finish line.
Oh.
Oh well.
Can do that.
Could. I don't really want to do that, so better to do this.
Oh, or nothing at all.
That's about what mine did.
Yeah, pretty much bounce me right back and then
Oh,
turn me
the
around.
turns.
Excellent! Excellent! Put me right back where I was. I love it.
Good very place.
Well,
What
that
was-
worked.
You didn't
No.
choose it, so yeah, if you don't choose it in the first go around, it doesn't do anything.
Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I not get up there at all from this angle? Okay. There's one possibility.
Access speed. I don't know why you keep adding the spin to it.
I'm not trying to add the spin to it.
Well, you're hitting at the bottom of it, so it's adding
Oh.
spin to it.
Oh, right, right. Well, I thought that would like launch it up higher and
need
get
the
over the
center.
hill. I need to get up. Yeah, probably.
I'm
Alright.
exhausted. Dang it.
Well, fine. Straight shot then.
There you go.
There goes.
I got another star. That is progress.
We are doomed.
I mean, I'm sent right back to where I was. Maybe try to make a smaller amount of progress. Yeah, not try to go straight for that hill. Just try to get up.
On that level.
Yeah. Were you trying to reverse it again?
Yes.
Because I have one extra star.
Exactly.
That might be more likely. Ooh. Let's see.
You're gonna end up at the same
Maximum
spot.
Oh, you're
Point, point.
Oh! Turn! Oh!
No. You're dizzy too.
I know. Bounce too far. Bounce too far. Bounce too far.
Actually, I think it'll probably bounce into you and might bounce back.
It
Okay.
hit me, but
Well,
welcome to my house.
Yes, but I got the stars.
Yeah.
going in my circle of hell.
Then I can just go.
Oh, watch you drop down. Oh, you're asleep.
Yeah. It's great. Sure, try to steal that star
He's
too.
not dead.
Yeah, you know.
He's just stunned. He's resting.
What can I do?
It's a really tough angle.
Really, Dan? Are you sure?
Yes. And I tried that over and over again, and then you finally get it. And I was just like, I can't get up there. All I have to do, just hang it.
Tap it in. Hey, there you go.
I did a thing. I'm still a loser, but
We're not too far off, really. Oh, you got a rocket ship.
1925. And the Kirby dance. Because Kirby always has that dance.
Yay.
As a
So you want to try
that's
it?
that game. No, I'm good.
Just done that again? Okay. Backing out. We'll even save it. Sure, why not? Street Fighter, I'm terrible at, so probably wouldn't do that. Mega Man, also terrible at. Have you seen Star Fox 2?
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, let's see how far. It's quite different from the first one in the sense that everything's going on at once on a battle map. And if you don't go to the right place at the right time, you're going to lose ships, and so it's more of a real-time strategy kind of thing. So you have to plan your missions accordingly. And I think they tried to improve some of the graphics over the previous one, but even then, it was canceled because the N64 was already out, and it's like, we'll just make a new version and not worry about this one. Terrible news. Our sworn enemy, the Fiend Andros, is alive.
Come on, give it a
Even as
voice.
we speak, he is launching on the assault on Panarea. The battle carriers and attack forces of Andros are now advancing on Panarea. Enemy bases have been established and overrun plants. Planetary missiles will be fired from these enemy bases. Once again, we must ask for your assistance, Star Fox. Panarea will survive and sustains minor damage, but if it reaches 100%, it's all over. Engage the forces of Andros while keeping, at the same time, keeping damage to Panarea at the lowest possible level. Good luck. You can choose Fox, which is why I call them Star Fox, when it's really just Fox Cloud, Falco, Peppy, Slippy. New characters, Mew, and Faye. Because everyone likes a dog with a bow. Select control style. Ah, I gotta do Fox.
Should fade wild.
And nobody likes Slippy, so
Candy joke,
do
eh?
Falco.
Oh, the graphics.
Oh, yeah. Top of the line for the day. I mean, these were fantastic. Back in the early 90s, but... Select the destination by moving the cursor and pressing B to indicate the enemy land on planets and intercept ships. Switch positions to your wing by pressing select. Return to your mothership to warp to any free planets. This is our satellite defense platform. It protects Panarea. So every time I move, everything else moves with it. So I gotta go towards these missiles and stop them. Uses are activated by pressing Y. And I got it. Was there something else? No, there was nothing else. Okay, good. Just fly in place and stop the missiles. Try it. You must infiltrate the enemy base and annihilate it. I know the missile's heading straight for Canaria, but if we don't stop the base, we're not going to stop the missiles. I'm Pigma of Star Wolf Wing. Behold my damage. Andros paid me well. This will be an easy job. Heck. Gooses aren't there. Yes, unbelievable. I must be getting old or something. Got him.
Yeah, we recently got something interesting from Kroger, duck bacon.
That sounds awesome.
It's pretty delightful. Yeah. It doesn't create as much oil as regular pork bacon does, so I try to use it. Usually I'm using the pork bacon to then have enough oil in the pan to then fry up some sliced potatoes to have make a hash brown, or then also enough to cook eggs.
This is the introduction of this land ground mode, which was shown later in Star Fox 64, but was not in the original Star Fox. So.
Of course, the question comes: why is a land-based thing more useful than shooting from the air?
Should you have more mobility if you're flying than just walking around?
Yeah.
You can stay on top of that, yeah. Push the button.
You can't step on buttons.
Yeah. Of course, the franchise would later shoot itself in the foot by releasing Star Fox Zero on the Wii U with horrible dual-screen controls, so you had to use gyroscope controls to steer the ship while looking through the cockpit on the gamepad and through everything else on the main screen. I gotta run through here and find the main power generator. Shoot the door open? No. Something else. Shoot these? Is that open the door? No. Something else to hit in here? One more time. Oh, I gotta push the button. Push the button. Open the door.
Yeah, it's the whole point. Step on buttons.
Yeah. For trunk. This game was about like 95% completed, and the original creators ended up releasing the ROM online for free, and so people had to fill in the blanks kind of sort of, but then Nintendo officially patched it up and released it on here. So this is the only legal way of playing the game. If you're buying a reproduction or something else, it's illegal, yeah.
Press like if you want to transform and roll out.
Good thing so far I've not lost any shields or health, so I can move on. And now the middle of the base. So now I got a strafe. While hitting this thing, I lost health.
Actually, you were actually at
half health. Yeah, yeah. But we're good now. I beat the thing.
Now we need to know how to read that. Yeah.
And transform, obviously they give the option to transform in here, but considering the tight spaces, flying around and that would be very cumbersome. Almost like speak of a game like, remember Descent on PC?
Yes.
Yes, that kind of yeah, those early 3D graphics and.
Go for that right missile? I don't think you will make it to that.
Probably won't make it to that missile, but I might make it to this one. Oh, there's another missile right beside there too that was going to hit our enemy, our defenses there too. There's missiles everywhere. It's just no fun. Boom! Defense system destroyed. Oh, the defense system destroyed. Apparently, yeah, that's good.
Good. It is its own self-defenses, you would think.
You would think so. I shouldn't have to defend the defense system.
Who wants the washers?
So that blows up. And infiltrate that enemy base. It's probably more important right now. Let's go for it. And like the original Star Fox, there's also secret levels and side missions and stuff to do here as well. If I knew where to go and what to do. And do I have a bomb? Ah, I lost it in the wrong spot. Got him. Have to deal with the base.
Land fusion chat. Hello.
Hello and welcome. Destroy the shield generators and start the assault. That's a different game, Star Fox Assault. Also not well received, but
Same story.
yeah. Okay, let's just head on in there.
That's well fun. Then fly in.
Yeah, fly in and then turn back.
Oh, I guess you fly faster than you walk, so you had to go get in there about before the gate closed.
Yes. Ah, turn around, turn
Oh,
around.
you also have a mini-map to show you where the enemies are.
Got some more shielding, that's good. Let's see, jumping.
Try if you use those.
Yeah, there we go. Touch the button. And turn around.
Back to those last shields there? Yeah.
That's fine, whatever. Doesn't matter. I gotta hit the target. I gotta find the target. As long as I don't land in the lava here. It looks like lava.
Yes. The floor is lava.
Why would I want to transform? Seriously. Ah!
So you can fly over the lava.
Fireman blaster! Hit this thing, kill it! Okay. Moving on, final room. Go, 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 go,
You
go,
want to
go.
get that thing?
Nah, I don't care. For a final boss, it's obviously not the final boss, but a mini bosses. I'm sure there's a hard difficulty which gives it more health and me less health earlier on.
Okay, so you say it's a blast from the past?
Yeah, yeah, good. A retro blast from the past? Funny that rat is running about. How cute. Oh, play with your pet. Just play nice. Oh boy, probably want to hit that. That is, yeah, Hunter. Definitely want to get to that first. And they're heading right for us, so wonderful. Let's just approach him head on. Mirage Dragon! There, get him?
It was a mirage. That was quick.
Yes! Okay. So that's the mothership. If I want to get my shields recharged, I have to go all the way down there. Shields are kind of low. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Try to intercept this missile. And destroy. Come on, don't be harder than that boss. Just a missile. And go to the mothership. Warp via the mothership. Sure. Guess we'll warp to Venom? Yeah. Do I have to do anything here? No. Okay. Try going up to the main base, see what happens. Nothing. There's nothing to select up there. Okay. And no damage.
Only 16%.
So,
Where are you now?
Check out one of the ships.
Yeah, really. Are you one of those 2 ships that are attacking you right now? Like,
oh, a carrier. Flying to the
Yeah.
Valkyrie and destroys energy core. Avoid the obstacles. And pressing Y.
during in the early version of this, it wasn't Mayu and Faye. It was Farrah Fox, called Lady in the Alpha, and Andros looked like Saru, Japanese from Wiki. They replaced a female sheep character.
Fly inside. See, this is what they should have done in The Last Jedi. Yeah, those X-Wing fighters should be able to fly into the...
Dreadnought?
Dreadnought, yeah. There are so many things wrong with that movie, but... Okay, so what doors
Like
open?
the slapstick, are you there, put on hold bit.
Yeah, yeah. That and the
That wasn't a
entire-
great way to start off the...
No, no. This is a serious mission. Oh, by the way, I don't really care who you are.
Holding for the general?
Not the whole point of, like, the purple-haired girl, her name now, of course, how, okay, you know, Pilot, he's not allowed to be hero, right?
Right.
He risks all these lives, but she's allowed to be the hero by crashing their ship into the big ship. Why? Why is there a difference there?
Yeah. It's okay for them to sacrifice their flagship and their general, but he wants to take a smaller, less expensive X-Wing by himself and is successful.
My more question is, she came up with that plane. Why didn't she use one of the previous support ships?
Yeah, there are 2 other support ships right there.
That and
Why
there are
didn't this one
droids.
up?
Why does a human have to stay on board the ship? Why can't a droid pilot it?
And even the whole notion of, okay, she didn't, tell him what the plan was because, oh, he was demoted now. But she didn't tell anybody what the plan was. Everybody was confused. But why? There was no reason given. Has she even given the one, like I saw a YouTube video just explaining that she had given the one line of, I think there's a spy on board, so I'm not going to tell anybody what's going on. I have a plan. Trust me, I have a plan, but I'm not going to say what it is. That would have solved a number of issues. Not all the issues, obviously, but then
Yeah.
it made more sense.
The entire section at the casino that led to nothing because the guy betrayed them anyways. And the whole mutiny would not have happened if she'd just been honest with him.
Not to mention BB-8 turned into a slot machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing a lot of, droid jokes like that already. It's like, okay, I'll take that.
I think it had comical moments, but it wasn't the greatest.
No. J.J. Abrams is going to have like a remade version of The Last Jedi. Like, we're going to refilm this, at least as much of it as we can, so it makes sense with Episode 9, because his plans were basically shot by Rian Johnson.
I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, obviously, like, there was a push for that, for there to be a remake, or at least a fan remake.
Yeah.
But I think it's just going to be a lot of retconning in the next movie.
Yeah.
Or so somewhat on topic, you know, Star Fox, Star Wars. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Might as well talk about Star Trek while we're at it.
Yeah. Starfighter.
Mm-hmm.
You're at 80%.
Yes, it's not looking
Oh
good.
my.
86.
Yes. You know, when it gets to 100%, it's all over.
It is.
So I've heard.
I don't think it really makes a difference. But okay. Is the planet safe? Andros' forces in the land system are defeated. Press on! You must neutralize Andros once and for all!
I hope they don't have a single missile left.
Oh, hold on.
Hear me, Star Fox! I, Star Wolf, will defeat you now!
The classic battle between
What's
Fox and Wolf.
You act tough. Ever deceived you, I am the best pilot in the Allied system. Though, interesting enough, in England, the game is called Lilac Wars, because Star Fox is already taken by another game.
Well, that's what we got for Oh, or twice, and you can avoid shots.
I don't want to avoid shots. I just don't care. I almost got him dead anyways. I'm impressed, Star Fox. You are talented. Today I lose, but tomorrow I shall crush you. Arrgh! You pathetic fools are completely worthless. There.
Are you in Cloud City?
Somewhere special.
Now you get to stay in plane mode, or spaceship mode, even though you're already in a building.
Oh.
Ooh. A wall.
A wall is very bad. A wall is very bad. There we go.
Oh, wall.
I'm trying to avoid them.
Well.
It's not working. Perhaps I should transform.
And roll out.
This is better. I'm gonna hit the targets.
Spray and pray method, I like it.
Well, it looks like that
Oh,
one's,
over there.
yeah, buttons over there. I might have to fly over to it.
Yes.
Because I don't think I can jump far enough.
Yeah.
And land. Carefully.
It's easier in this than it was in Kirby.
It sure is. Oh, that's
They're-
shifting.
they're-
That's shifting. That's too far. Too
Remember,
far.
there's still lava there.
It's the
Fly.
controls. The controls are different.
Fly.
Instead of tilting, I just started
There you
walking, and walking is bad. Yes, I'm on fire. I'm good. I'm good. I swear.
get hit by that wall.
I'm trying not to. Oh, it's a token. Token's good.
I think you missed it last time.
I did. And that gave me full health, which is very nice.
Nice, yes. Thank you, Leonard.
Almost as if they knew something bad was coming up. And that I would need it. Because I was dumb. I don't know which way I really need to go at this point, but I'm going a direction. And I'm hoping it works out.
Ooh, that looks big.
Not bad at all.
What are the symbol meanings adding?
Yeah.
Is that Japanese or something, maybe?
Possibly. Okay, there's Andros Cube. Let's blow it up. Is that it?
Okay.
It can't be all of it. No, I gotta have a final space battle with him.
He was inside of it, I guess?
Yes.
Really, the escape pod? We'll go with that.
Yeah, a giant cube with his face on it.
Yeah, well, with his ego, yeah.
Your existence ends here. Don't worry, it will be quick. Here we go, the typical Andros battle.
Difficult? No idea.
Yeah, he's a giant face in space. So, yeah. In space. You gotta hit his eyeballs. Without them hitting me. Back to the cube.
The cube is a deck of cards, and now the cards. I'm very confused by the imagery. Alright.
Another reason why this game may not have been released.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
Very Escape the Death Star-esque.
You got it, kid. Let's blow this thing and go home. I got worried and I wanted to take your place. That's alright. You just gotta believe.
Wow. And press trigger button.
I know, Rock. Let's get back to the area.
I like the lens flare.
Alright.
And that's the game.
Nice.
Wow, that's
That was easy difficulty as well, so
okay.
yes, if you choose medium or hard, you probably come across more stuff.
Well then.
Alright.
It's now 8:03.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for watching. You just watched us play a complete game, unlike all the rest of them.
Yes.
So that was cool. First Star Fox game I've actually beaten, honestly. I've had the other ones, but no, Star Fox Adventures. I did.
We're going to try to put this on Facebook. Not Facebook. YouTube.
YouTube? Yeah, eventually maybe.
I didn't know, on Nintendo when they're, striking stuff down.
Probably. Until next time, happy gaming if you want to.
Okay.
Yep.
Again, we won't be doing next week.
Not next week, but the week after. I found out you were teleported to the wrong place.
Yeah.
I just put you outside of the Abbey. You were supposed to be in a different place, so we're going to start over from there.
Okay.
The other group on Saturday they had 5 hours of just getting to Valaki and finding other places and trying to avoid the castle as much as possible. And
I mean, they didn't just run in and go exploring?
nope.
Outro do.
Until next time, happy gaming. Bye bye.